Hey there, friends. I live in the South, and as you guys know, we have a lot of colorful sayings that describe various events taking place. Have you ever heard the phrase, "Don't piss down my back and tell me it's raining"? The ATF is pissing down our backs.
Well, a group of Arkansas legislators rallying together today at the state capitol, demanding to know more about the shootout between the Clinton National Airport executive director and law enforcement. Brian Malinowski was killed last month when ATF agents served a search warrant at his home in West Little Rock. Today, legislators called on the ATF to release body cam footage of what happened, but it's still unclear whether the agents were even wearing them, or if they were, was the encounter recorded.
They either did or they didn't, and we need to know the answer to that.
We want the truth and we want the facts. And the facts are that ATF agents are required to wear body cameras.
Doorbell footage of the agents arriving at Malinowski's home was released earlier this month by the attorney representing his family, but the video recording stops seconds before agents go inside.
Now, for whatever it's worth, I commend Senator Cotton and Boozman for following up on this and asking these questions. At this point, it's just asking questions, but at least the questions are being asked. According to Senator Cotton and John Boozman, the Department of Justice confirmed to them last night that the ATF agents involved in the execution of a search warrant on the home of Brian Malinowski were not wearing body cameras. Cotton and Boozman say that we will continue to press the department to explain how this violation of its own policy could have happened and to disclose the full circumstances of this tragedy. Bud Cummings, the attorney for Malinowski's family, said that the ATF adopted a policy in 2022 that requires the use of body cameras during the execution of search warrants. So Cotton and Boozman go on to explain that the ATF's explanation as to why they were not wearing body cameras and did not film this altercation was because they weren't wearing body armor. Wait a minute. This is where they're pissing down our back. Let's look at the doorbell video that Malinowski's attorney, or at least his family, because he's dead, the ATF shot him in the head, that the family's attorney has released that shows very clearly, and we talked about this on this show a couple of weeks ago, the ATF agents coming to the Ring doorbell with a piece of tape already in hand, ready to go to place over the doorbell so it will not record any video of their raid on Malinowski's house. If you will notice, I will stop the video and slow it down at various points. You will see plate carriers being worn. Now, a couple of comments about this for those of you who are not aware of plate carriers, body armor, and video cameras being worn on the body. If you look at these plate carriers, the plate carriers house the body armor. So the body armor goes inside the plate carrier. The body-worn camera is mounted on the plate carrier. They're saying that these guys stated that they weren't wearing body armor, so that's their reason, their excuse for not having the body-worn cameras. Well, that's not possible. The cameras are not tied to the body armor. They were wearing plate carriers. The very thing that the camera affixes to is the plate carrier which they were wearing. Whether or not they had plates inside the plate carrier is irrelevant because the camera is not attached to that plate. Again, it goes to the plate carrier. So unless they wore a different plate carrier than what they would have normally worn, which why would they do that? Then somebody's lying because they are clearly wearing plate carriers. And let me ask you another thing. If you brought 10 guys to a raid and you had guys fully armed with AR-15s and you simulated your plate carriers with no plates in them, that doesn't make sense to me. It seems like bringing 10 guys to the home of one man, they anticipated danger even though their affidavit does not state that. So why on God's green earth would these guys decked out in full kit, including Kevlar helmets, why would they have full kit from head to toe and not have the plates in the plate carrier? Now, that doesn't matter to me, again, because the camera's on the plate carrier. So these guys are lying about every possible aspect of what they did that night. This more and more and more has the makings of a cover-up. It first smelled like fish. Now it smells like a freaking fish market because this whole thing is a setup now, and they're telling on themselves by lying. You would think an organization that's getting away with all of these lies would do a better job at lying. Of course, I guess if Congress never holds them to account, or the executive branch, because that's who they work for, I mean, who's going to fire you from the Biden administration? But if no one ever holds you to account, maybe you don't have to sharpen your skills to lie, because any lie works, right? These two congressmen, these two senators, Cotton and what's his name, Boozman, these guys aren't going to do anything. This is just to show the people of Arkansas, yeah, we're asking the tough questions. Are they really going to do anything? Are they going to hold anybody's feet to the fire? Is anybody going to be asked about this? Another point I would like to bring up that is very, very clear. We look at least I do, every year I look at the ATF's budget. Look at their budget. Every single year, including 2024, in the budget, body-worn cameras. They have body-worn cameras being paid for every single year. They have a policy where they are supposed to and they have to wear these. You want to talk about rules? We're supposed to look at rules when it comes to bump stocks and pistol braces and all this other garbage. These are rules they're breaking too. These guys include this money every single year. What are they doing with the money? If we're allocating money to them for body-worn cameras, where's that money going? Are we just buying the cameras and they're sitting somewhere? Because they're clearly either not on these plate carriers, or they are and they're not on. Or let me tell you what I think is happening. I think they have video of this because the ATF is bold. They know that nobody can touch them. They know they can do whatever they want. They burned men, women, and children in Waco, and they shot people in the backs at Ruby Ridge. Nobody did anything. In fact, they got trophies and awards for those two slaughters. So they know that they're going to get trophies and awards for this, and nobody's going to hold them to account. But I believe they recorded this entire session. I believe this entire raid, from the moment they drove up till the time they shot him in the head, till they ransacked his house, I believe they recorded every single bit of it. I believe that they have all of this video, and let me tell you why I think they did this. They're going to use this for training missions, for training purposes. They are going to say, this was a successful raid, and this is how we do it. Guarantee you they have video of this. If these senators really want answers, they need to be calling other people. They need to be enlisting the help of people who can make things happen and go after this video. I'm telling you, there's video of this raid that's available. And these ATF guys are lying about it. And let me tell you another thing. The ATF does not have their own massive police force. They enlisted the help of the Little Rock PD. Little Rock PD, are you guys not required? I know since the Breonna Taylor issue in 2022, that law enforcement is required to activate those body cameras. How come Little Rock Police Department? How come we're not pulling those body cameras? We understand the ATF is known for lying. We never expect the truth from those guys. Not that I expect the truth from Little Rock Police Department, but there are higher ups. Sarah Huckabee Sanders is the governor of the state of Arkansas. Maybe I should reach out to her and ask her where the body camera footage is of the LRPD. Either way, these guys are lying to us, they're pissing down our backs, and they're telling us it's raining.
God save the Queen, man.
I'm sorry, I thought this was America.
He's over!